Seeking God's blessings upon all of us. I start our first chapter which I left. Chapter 1, Rational Numbers. In this chapter, many of the facts you have come across. It starts with natural numbers, whole numbers, rational numbers, etc. In the smaller classes also you learn. Let me explain still. Natural numbers. Natural numbers are just counting numbers. 1, 2, 3, etc. numbers are called natural numbers. Starting from 1. Smallest natural number is 1. 1, 2, 3, etc. numbers are called natural numbers and it is denoted by capital letter N. Then coming to whole numbers. Natural numbers including 0. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. numbers are called whole numbers. Natural numbers including 0. See, from here onwards it is natural numbers. Extra what we get is only 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Fill in the blanks. Sometimes it will be asked. Dash is the smallest whole number. You have to write 0. Smallest natural number is 1. Now coming to rational number. The number which can be expressed in the form P by Q, where P and Q are two integers. P and Q are integers and Q should not be equal to 0. Now you have to only listen. Notes I will send properly. I am just explaining. I am not writing fully. So rational numbers are P by Q form of a number. For example, if we say 3 by 5 or 1 by 2. These all are rational numbers which can be expressed in the form 1 by 2. Or P by Q, and Q should not be equal to 0. Why Q should not be equal to 0 is division by 0 is not explained. It is not explained. By otherwise we can write 0 by 5. It is equal to 0. So the rational numbers are numbers which can be expressed in the form P by Q. P and Q are any integers and Q should not be equal to 0. And there are 4 basic operations for numbers. Addition. This is smaller classes you learn. Subtraction, multiplication and division. These are the basic operations of numbers. Multiplication and division. 4 basic operations of numbers. Rational numbers or any numbers. So, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Mainly we are dealing with rational numbers here in the chapter. So, addition of rational numbers, we are taking LCM. Subtraction, we have to take LCM. Multiplication and division, multiply numerator together and denominator together. If there is any common factors, we cancel. Division, we are multiplying by the reciprocal of the fraction. That is what division. Now coming to the properties of addition. There are different properties of addition. First one is closure property. I will explain in general. Closure property means suppose x and y are two rational numbers. When you add x plus y, that also is a rational number. We get a rational number. If it is a whole number, we get a whole number. Then that is called closed under addition. When you add two rational numbers, the result should be a rational number. When you add two whole numbers, the result is a whole number. So, that is called closure property. Now, commutative property, if x and y are two numbers, then x plus y should be equal to y plus x. This is called commutative property. Example, let me tell you, 3 plus 5 can be equal to 5 plus 3. According to a rational number, if we write 4 by 5 plus 3 by 2, it should be 3 by 2 plus 4 by 5. It is right only. Here 3 plus 5 8, 5 plus 3 8. Here when you take the LCM also we are getting right hand side and left hand side equal. Now associativity, when we explain, we have to take 3 numbers x, y, z. It is only about addition I am speaking. Multiplication will be the same, only sign difference. So, associativity is x plus y plus z. X plus y first you add and z will be equal to x plus y plus z. That means in order. That means we are applying different order for addition. We are getting both the side equal answers. X and y you add and you add z, or y and z you add, then you add x, you will get the same answer. For example, 3 plus 2 plus 7, which will be equal to 3 plus 2 plus 7. Now 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 7 and 3 plus 9. Both side you are getting 12. You get the same answer. What is additive identity? Additive identity is also known as the property of 0. Additive identity means when 0 is added to any number, we get the same number. That means the quantity will not be changed. It remains the same. So 0 is called the additive identity. Multiplicative identity also is there. When you multiply a number by 1, the same number we get. So multiplicative identity is 1. Additive identity is 0. Reason is when 0 is added to any number, the number remains the same or the result is same. You have to remember this, all will be asked for fill in the blanks. Now additive inverse. Additive inverse means when you add two numbers, suppose x and minus x, when you add, you will get 0. So minus x is called the additive inverse of x. X is called the additive inverse of minus x. So when you add two numbers, in the case of rational number, if we say x by y and minus x by y. Rational numbers means it will be like this. One number and its negative while adding, we get 0. So that negative or the opposite sign, that is called the additive inverse of the first number. Now numbers let us apply. 5 plus minus 5 is equal to 0. You know, one positive and one negative gives us 0. So minus 5 is called the additive inverse of 5. In other words, positive 5 is called the additive inverse of negative 5. So these are the different properties of addition. Now same properties only for multiplication. I am not explaining all the properties of multiplication now. Now when you continue with the subtraction, subtraction, all these properties are not followed. Only one property, closure property. That means when you subtract x minus y, that means you are subtracting a rational number or any number from a number, you will get integer. Integer, same integer you will get, or the same rational number you will get. There is no difference when it is subtracted. And also the same way, additive identity there. That means when we subtract identity element 0, when you subtract from a number, the same number will be obtained. Other properties are not followed because x minus y is not equal to y minus x. So two properties, closure and identity, additive identity only will be remaining in the case of subtraction. Now in the case of multiplication, all these properties are followed. All these properties are followed. Closure property, when you multiply two numbers, you will get integer means integer. Rational numbers means rational number. Commutative property also, a into b or x, we have used x. X into y is equal to y into x. 2 into 3 can be equal to 3 into 2. 1 by 2 into 5 by 3 can be equal to 5 by 3 into 1 by 2. These all are followed. Associativity is followed. Now there is one more extra property comes is distributive. Last year you learned distributive property. Distributive property, if x, y, z are three integers or rational numbers, x into y plus z is equal to xy plus yz. That means this x is distributed for both the terms inside the bracket. X should be multiplied by y, x should be multiplied by z. So x into y, xy, x into z, y is. x into z, xz. So xy plus xz. This is what we call distributive property. xyz, x is outside the bracket and y and z are inside the bracket. Multiplying x into y, xy, x into z, xz. Now identity element here, additive inverse instead of that, multiplicative inverse we say. Multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse is also said as reciprocal. Reciprocal also we can say. That means multiplicative inverse of 5 is 1 by 5. 1 by 5. So we are cancelling this and we have to get the answer 1. Multiplicative inverse. So here, and also it is called reciprocal. Reciprocal I wrote here. You know reciprocal. And if it is 3 by 5, reciprocal is 5 by 3. 5 by 3. So these are the different properties of multiplication. Here I conclude. Thank you.